I do the right shit, order the right shit on the menu, eat like a damn wife. Bitch, I don't even tell these niggas I smoke weed now, knowing I'm a weed head.
Nah, tell them. Tell them. Has another chapter in the books, and I have one of the funniest ladies out in the game with me tonight, you guys. I got Ashima Franklin. Hey there.
That's the second time I've been called that today. One of the funniest ladies. I'm gonna start believing it. I'm gonna start believing it.
You are hilarious. I mean, listen, as long as you funny, they're gonna be looking.
Yes, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you reaching out and having me on your show. When I saw the title, Sex and Comedy, I was like, oh yeah, that's my name all day.
That's right up there. That's right up there. Look, meanwhile, you can't see. Your face was froze.
Yours was too. I was like, oh man. I hope that's good. We good. We good. Yeah. I guess as long as we can hear each other, it's good, right?
Yes, most definitely. So this pandemic, I mean, I hear a lot about what the fellas are going through. Do you feel like, especially when you talk to your co-workers, your comrades in the game, do you feel like the struggle is the same for the men and the women as you all are going through this?
Yes, most definitely. I feel like it's the same financial wise, you know what I mean? Which is kind of hard and a double standard because, like the women, we could be going through it financial wise, but we expect the men to still have their shit together, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you are going through it, nigga, I don't want you to share that with me. I want you to, keep your game face on and still make sure you're good. But like personal wise, emotional wise, physical, sexual wise, I think we are all equally going through
it. Yeah, most definitely. So what, if anything, have you learned about you and your comedy going through this pandemic?
I've learned that I am tired of being alone. I've learned that I need a fucking man. Let me just say that first and foremost. Okay. I've learned that I really need to, like, in all seriousness, I need to take time for my personal life because my life is so consumed in being a mom and comedy. It wasn't until I was forced to sit down where I realized, well, hold on, now shit, what is that, because when you move, you can answer calls however you want to go. You can move however you want to go. You can fuck with a person however you want to. But when the doors close and I'm forced to stay at home and I ain't have nobody, no companion, no, I got friends, but you know what I'm saying? I have no man.
Right, nothing substantial.
Nothing substantial. All my good morning beautifuls, all that shit ended. They must have had bitches the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what my good morning? I ain't no good morning beautifuls. Like, what?
You ain't getting no text messages?
Girl, I wasn't getting no text messages, no hey, big head, no nothing.
Look, listen, fellas, okay? I'm going to need all of y'all to blow up Ashima's DM real fast for me.
I'm going to need y'all to do something. You know what I mean?
Just, you did pics or something.
Something immediately, today, right now, as we speak. My phone right here. You can do it now if you can see this. But it really made me want to focus more on me and my personal life and my personal needs, girl.
Yeah, but you know what? That's important. You know what I mean? And being a comedian, being on the road, always on the go. Some comedians do travel with their spouse, with their significant other, but a lot of people, men and women, y'all solo. So it's like when you calm down, do you have that somebody to calm down with? You know what I mean? Or even recognizing that you want that. And so now that you recognize that, hey, this is something that I want. Is the game plan going to be different once you start dating post-corona? You know what I mean?
Let me tell you.
The game plan going to be different?
It is. And it's so crazy now because not that I'm not used to dating, but with me trying to take it so serious now, girl, it's like when I'm dating now, I'm a little nervous. Like, I be like nervous about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say. I don't know, just trying to just make sure. I mean, I'm always a lady, but for some reason I'm nervous around these niggas, and I don't know why. Like, what's going on? I guess because I want to read so bad right now. I just want to do the right shit. I'm gonna make sure I do the right shit, order the right shit on the menu, eat like a damn wife, bitch. I don't even tell these niggas I smoke weed now, knowing I'm a weed head.
Tell them, because let me tell you something. You got to be you at the end of the day. And the person that you choose, or rather the person that finds you, whatever the case may be, they got to be able to rock with everything that Ashima is. And if Ashima like to get high and drink the little house wine out the can, goddamn, hey, this is what we doing. That's what we doing. Because when you
that's what we doing, though. You got to be able to take that and love
when
that.
you hold back who you are, you got to also keep in mind maybe that person is doing the same thing. So if I put it out here, put my cards on the table, ain't no guessing game in who I am. Ain't no guessing game in what you're getting. Like, if you don't know I smoke, you're not going to find out 3 months, 6 months later, and then, oh, it's a shocker. Nah, nigga, you need to know this. You know what I mean? Because what if the person ain't rocking with that? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But, and I get the being nervous part. You know what I mean? You have these long-term relationships, come out of these relationships, and then you got to get back into the dating game. I get the nervousness. I do. But what I would wonder is your funny intimidating to men? Is that strengthening you, that strong person on stage? Do men get intimidated by that?
They do. And it's so disappointing because, you know, if you know me, you know my show, my game is very strong. It's very to the point. It's very sexual. You know what I'm saying? It's raw and it's real. Some of it, most of it, 99.9% of it is shit that I've experienced, but it is that other little 1% that's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's an act. It's a show. It's what I do. It's not necessarily who I am. And a lot of men, they can't take it. They can't handle it. And it's like, it's to the point, to be honest with you, I don't like to meet men at shows. And if we are dating, I'm really not going to pressure you to come to my show because I'm at work. You know what I mean? And I want you to get to know me, Ashima. That way when you do come, you will know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I used to make the mistake of, for me, inviting men to my shows too soon, using my shows as a spot to say, hey, let's meet, let's kind of see each other. But we can't date at my job. I can't date at your job. You can't date at my job. So I'm starting to keep that away from my dating life.
Yeah, I understand that. It can definitely be different. Definitely be different. Dating a comedian, it could definitely be different. It would be an adjustment, I would assume, for men and women. It's an adjustment, I guess, whenever
with my fans. I'm gonna
I think it's an adjustment whenever people are kind of in the limelight a little bit, you know what I mean, or a lot of it. It's an adjustment, period. You know what I mean? Being okay with it. Like, it takes a really strong person. You know what I mean? Some people just ain't built for it. Some people are not built to understand that, hey, this is work. You know what I mean? I might have hugged 20,000 people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean nothing to me. You know what I mean?
It don't mean nothing to me. Yeah.
Be like, hold up. But why you hug her like that? Why you scoop her up?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm smiling at man's face. He about 4 on my t-shirt.
Of course I did. Your sound went out. I can't hear you. Oh no.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. We had froze again. It said that my internet was unstable that time, which pretty much sums up me. We unstable around here.
It's okay. Look, where you at? You in Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta.
We're gonna blame it on Atlanta. I'm just gonna go ahead, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Every interview that I've had lately, and the person was in Georgia, specifically Atlanta, there has been an issue.
Girl, it's because they cut off our unemployment down here. Ain't nobody, we ain't got to, it's the lack of unemployment down here. Everything, we unstable. Everybody's in Atlanta.
He said, I'm not having it. What? We ain't going to work. Ain't nobody gonna have no Wi-Fi. We walking out this.
Right. Everybody waiting on that 600 to come back. We was balling down here about a month ago. Now they cut us off, child. We unstable.
Listen, I understand. And I was down there like the end of June. It seemed like wasn't nothing stopping.
Girl, yes, child. We still balling, child. We still balling down here, girl. That was so funny. She said, but Ashima want to get high and drink that house wine in a can. Well, you just going to let her do that.
Yes. Why not? Let me tell you one thing. If I don't know nothing else about me, is one, it's hard for me to let a person in. But once I do, like, you got to get all of this. You got to get my good days, my bad days, the days when I got my beat face, the days when I just woke up looking busted. You know what I mean? You got to have me full circle. If I'm a smoker, if I'm a drinker, if I'm a masturbator, if I want to pee with the door open, you need to know this.
You need to know all of that. You need to know all of that because it's going to come out eventually.
I feel like when people like to baby step folks into their reality. And you don't know me that well yet. Well, how the hell do you expect me to get to know you if in the first few months you giving me the bullshit, you giving me the fluff? I'm seeing all the nice shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that fungus between your toes that's gonna get me in a year from now. You know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga. Like, what's really going on, right?
What's the truth? Tell me the facts around here.
And if people would be more upfront with who they are and also allow that to translate into the bedroom, can you imagine how much better your first out the gate sex would be? You know what I mean? When you're trying to deal with a person, getting to know a person. If I tell you, if I'm not afraid of who I am sexually, and I'm open enough to tell you, this is all of me. You know what I mean? Here go all my flaws. Do you want this or not? I think it makes things a little bit easier, and you got to be strong enough to be rejected, because some shit that you with other people ain't. You got to be strong enough to be rejected, but then you also got to be strong enough to be accepted, because when you meet your match and you meet somebody that's yo, I'm with you. You know what I mean? Then how do you navigate it? Then that's the challenge. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Right, and that is a challenge. That is a challenge. When you meet somebody that say, hey, I'm with it, and whenever somebody say to me, hey, I'm with it, I get nervous again. I'm like, oh, Lord, shit, Jesus, this is what I want. You for real? You with it, me?
Right. And I'm a little bit
to be strong enough to be rejected. I like that you said that, because I hate rejection. I'm gonna let you know. I can't stand it. I get mad at you. I call your mama ugly when you reject me. I say some mean shit. But you are absolutely right, because
your mama.
right. You don't like me? Well, that's because your mama ugly. But just blame it on your ugly mama. But you're right. If a person say they can't take certain things, you have to respect that and just keep that moving.
But it's okay though, because I tell you what, I know you're gonna meet somebody awesome. I just hope he's ready, because all this energy that I'm getting right now, if you only put it on the nigga, I'm like, oh nigga, hold on.
I'm gonna share this little secret with you. I have met somebody awesome, right? I'm gonna wrap it up. I ain't gonna make it long. We had met like a couple of years ago, and we have reconnected, and we have so much in common, and we be on the phone 4 or 5 hours a day. But this is one thing, and I know you're gonna be like, okay, girl, don't worry about that. But I'm just in my mind. We went out last weekend because I was gonna make him wait on the 6th. We went out last weekend. I didn't plan it, and it happened, and it was amazing. And then the next day, I woke up, and I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of feel some type of way about it, because he didn't know that, but because in my mind, I had wanted him to wait. But he has not acted different since then. The communication has still been the same. So should I just not, I think I said all that to say, should I not just worry about it?
Yes, don't worry about it. And I'm gonna tell you why. One, the build up to the sexual encounter is no longer going to be the elephant in the room. If you were comfortable enough to share your body with him in that way, clearly there's something about that guy that has staying power. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a typical, oh, this is just a one night stand, because you all have been courting. You might not have been dating, but because you all have been talking, because you all have been getting to know, because of those 4 and 5 hour conversations, you all have been courting like a motherfucker. So when you say, I want to make him wait, in my mind, that part, that time period, that courting goes into the making him wait, because it's very tantric. You know what I mean? The waiting to get that person on the phone, waiting to hear that person's voice, that is very tantric, is very intimate. So fuck it. If you seen him and you wanted to hop on that thing, hell, and you did a good job, if I could, I'd high five you through the screen. If you toe it up, high five.
Right. And he's such a gentleman. He's so nice. Charlie caught me off guard. I was like, oh, he's doing it like that. Oh. I said, God, don't you? I feel like God wouldn't play with me. I said,
you know what? I feel like women should not be afraid to know or to say what they want. And there's nothing, there's this negative stigma. Oh, you slept with the person on the first date. Oh, you ain't wait your Steve Harvey 90 days. Well, motherfuckers waited a Steve Harvey 90 days and they still single anyway. And how much
true. Say that.
Somebody on marriage number 3 with side chick number 20. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Right.
No. Steve Harvey, don't be mad if you hear that shit, but it's the truth. But
it's the truth now. Right, and Steve Harvey, now the wife you with now, you was cheating on your weird wife with your other wife.
Really, whose advice are you taking? And it's, you know, if you give it up too soon, the person's not going to appreciate you. The person's not going to do this. The person's not going to do that. To me, I feel like you know it's right when it's right. And you have to move at your own pace that you're comfortable with your body. And if you've been talking to this dude, and y'all finally linked up and everything fell in line and it was good, the next day, you still the same person, he's still the same person, I'm still feeling you, still feeling me. Fuck it, enjoy it. And if you want to take your time, take your time. You want to make them wait an extra day for you, give it to them again, we'll make them wait just one more day. I don't know. But
right. I wanted the nigga to come like the next day, the day after that. Hey. I wanted to give a nigga the key. I wanted to give him a key.
I was just telling a friend of mine, I was like, you ever had sex so good that you want to pay a nigga bill? Like, you just want to make sure it's his lights on so he could see how to get to me. Like, what is it that I gotta do to make sure that he's
like, good morning, welcome home, nigga. You are home, okay? Welcome home.
Listen, he sounds like a keeper. He sounds like a keeper, but you just got to be comfortable with you. And it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with what happened. You wanted it. You grown woman. Hey, go and get it then.
Well, there it is. Well, I appreciate that word. I feel like the Lord sent you to tell me that today, because I just been around here just stressing. Like every time he called, I be like, hey, hello. You
scared? So and I'm gonna tell you what. I think you scared more so of the fact that he's going to be into you the same way that you're into him. You know what I mean? You got to be okay with somebody wanting you in that way and taking you to another level. If you recognize it now, hey, maybe I do want something serious. Maybe I do kind of, want to ask your companion. And somebody saying, hey, I'm trying to companion that ass. Don't be scared of it. Let it take its natural course. Roll with it. You know what I mean? And even if you are nervous, give him an opportunity to quell those symptoms of nervousness. Give him an opportunity to calm you down, or even express to him, hey, I'm nervous going into this. Even though we have had sex, even though this is our situation, I'm still nervous. Let him be your comfort. Let him do what a man is supposed to do. Put the problem out there. Come on and fix it, baby. You know what I mean?
Come on and fix it, because and I'm so glad you put it to me that way, because I would have been thinking that me telling him that I was nervous would have been like a sign of me being vulnerable, which I guess is okay, but I kind of struggle with showing that I'm vulnerable to guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But right, let me let you know that this is how I'm feeling. You come on in with your big old ham and fix.
Yes, and how much more vulnerable can you be if you've already shared your body? Once everybody is naked, unless the nigga left his socks on, you can't get no more vulnerable than that.
That's true. Well, can we be friends outside of this?
Hell yeah! What you talking about?
Right, I gotta let you see my ass. Now it don't get no vulnerable than that.
Hey, that's why I say the nigga took his socks off. Shit done got to another level.
Right. And that nigga had everything off, okay?
Hello. Yes.
But that's right, though. That is so true. Oh my God, I love it. I love you. Thank you so much. Now, is this what this was supposed to be about? We supposed to be talking about dick? Because I don't want to get all mushy-ushy on your comedy and sex talk. We don't talk about the dick.
These interviews go every way, which way imaginable. Some of them are educational. Some of them is for the laugh. Some of them is for the advice. I mean, some of them is just to put some shit in perspective. We having a perspective meeting today.
Right. I appreciate it. And you're so good at it. You have such a great energy. Like,
thank you.
You just have this knowledgeable energy about you, and just non-judgmental and acceptance about yourself. Child, you're going to have your own show. And I'm going to be on that, too. We're going to be on
Hell yeah. Listen, I got platforms out there. Because I actually, and I'm going to go ahead and say it today because I haven't really told anybody. Not only do I have this show, I am a host on Illustrate Radio, which is a dynamic podcast. But then I also am starting my own by myself, just sex talk podcast, starting Friday. So I'm excited. So I'm going to bring you on there too. We're going to have just straight sex talk for an hour. Are we going to
I can't wait, girl.
Talk about some of this.
I can't wait, girl. I got plenty to talk about. I got plenty to talk about.
Yes. But listen, it has been a pleasure having you on my show. We definitely going to.
We done already.
I know it, because I got somebody at 16. I'm sorry.
I thought I was going to get a chance to tell one of my little sex stories. Well, I got to say this. I got a PSA.
Well, go ahead with the PSA. And if you want to, we can get back on at 7 if you want. We could have a part 2.
Come on, we can get back on at 7. I might have another. I think I got one more house of wine. I think I got one more because I done drunk this one down. Now, do you drink wine?
I do.
Okay, well, only way I'm going to get back on at 7 is if you have a glass of wine.
Honey, that ain't nothing but a word. What you talking about?
Really?
I'm ready. Let me just sit it right there. So that's what
okay.
We're going to part 2 this and continue.
We're going to part 2 this. Okay, I'm with it.
But I have do you know Rob Love?
Oh, out of Memphis.
Yes. So I love
Rob Love. I just saw him, unfortunately, at Tyler Craig's funeral. You know the comedian. No, you're to me. I mean, he was Tyler Craig's opener.
Yeah. He's fantastic. So I have him at 6:30. I'm gonna go bang that out because they got a show they got to do. So 7 o'clock, we be back on.
Okay, that's cool. Tell Rob Love. I tell Rob Love, say Ashima said you can use Tyler Craig jokes now. That's the way he will want it. I'm just talking to. So I'm just he gonna bust out laughing. I whispered that in the funeral. I said, you can use the moral of the story is. He said, you such an asshole. I said, I know it. Tyler will love me for it. But okay, I'll be back on at 7 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am. I can't wait. And I'm going to get all these good sex stories from you. Yes.
I can't wait, girl. All right, Ashima Franklin signing out. Part 2, 7 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.